Hey guys, so it's time for January favorites. The month is up. I have a bunch of really good stuff here that I was really excited to share with you. Most things you probably have seen before if you watch my videos, because obviously I'm not a magician. I just don't pull stuff out of thin air. On my channel, if I'm using something, you are going to see it. But today is kind of a recap of really awesome products that I've been using for the past month. I want to start with this one, and this was really a great find for me, and I will be repurchasing this. This is a Laura Geller Italian Body Soufflé in the flavor Lemon Meringue. This is one of my this is a big statement, probably one of my very favorite body care products I've ever tried. This legitimately smells like lemon meringue. It's so fluffy and soft and delicious, and it's a cream. It's a truly a cream, but it's a very lightweight, slightly whipped cream. Very moisturizing. It smells amazing. It gets absorbed pretty fast and moisturizes very well, so there's not like weird oily residue. I love the packaging. It's simple but beautiful. Everything about this product for me is a 5-star. I think it's truly worth the money. I will be ordering more of these for sure. I don't have a lot used because it's so moisturizing. You don't need a ton. This is a month of use right here. And I love this thing. This thing is so good. I think I might stop buying my Body Shop and Bath and Body Works stuff because this is just that good. I could replace all of it with that. 3 skincare, like face care products that I wanted to mention are truly fantastic picks. First and foremost, this Kiehl's product. I really like Kiehl's. Kiehl's is a brand that I've been buying from for years, and I think they make really effective products. This is Overnight Biological Peel. Actually works. I notice in the morning whenever I use this, and I usually use it once or twice a week depending on how dull my skin is feeling. This is fantastic for those of us who have dry skin and need a gentle exfoliant but without over drying the skin. This is gold. So good. I wake up in the morning, and if I run my finger across my face like that, I can actually see like pilling, slight pilling, very thin layer, the top layer of the skin. I can just pill it. Obviously, you wash your face or you tone your face with a toner and a cotton pad, and that all comes off really easily. But I mean, I see a true difference in one use out of this thing. This is a really good peel. But the best thing about it is, yes, it's effective, but it's also really very gentle. It's not irritating. I don't wake up with irritated skin, although I have very sensitive, dry, dehydrated type of skin, and very good for dry skin. It's even a little bit moisturizing. It's in this weird consistency, slippery, slightly slimy gel cream finish. So I mean, it's not the most luxurious consistency, but that consistency really seems to work with the ingredients in this guy because it truly exfoliates but also moisturizes. Very good. Then a more budget find. This is an excellent choice for rosehip oil. If you have a skin type that is similar to mine, or in fact any skin type at all, everybody can use rosehip oil. If you want to pick a face oil that is going to most likely work universally for any skin type, rosehip is the way to go. And this one is a beautiful pick. Actually very impressed with the packaging, very nice and beautiful packaging with a pump. I think I'll keep the bottle afterwards and just like transfer some oils into it because droppers drive me nuts. Please give me a pump like this. This is a nice clean pump. It's a rose hip seed oil from Spa Nouveau. I have not had a lot from this company, but this is my second rosehip seed oil from this particular company. I think I paid 10 bucks at TJ Maxx. I think whenever I see this company in the future, I'm going to try to grab their stuff because this is actually excellent quality rosehip oil. You can find it from other places, such as, for instance, The Ordinary. I think they have a really good one too. But this one, I love the packaging so much more just because of the pump. And I definitely recommend you check out Spa Nouveau. I was very impressed with their rosehip oil. I haven't tried anything else from them, but this one is more than halfway through, and I will need to replace it afterwards. Another product that I've spoken about previously, this is Dauphin, and if you know my channel, you know that I'm a big fan of Dauphin skincare, and this is Hydro Skin Intensive Skin Hydrating Serum. In fact, this is the first serum. So if you do the multi-step routine, you know that you layer textures according to molecular weight, and really you can determine that by feeling how it feels on the skin. If it's a denser product, then it's higher molecular weight. Ingredients are going to prevent any other products from penetrating the skin layer that particular ingredient is going to settle into. So short story short is really layer your skincare with the lightest textures to the most dense textures, and this is very light texture. Like, you can see how watery this serum is. Although it's very moisturizing, it's packed full of hyaluronic acid. It is a very lightweight, and it just absorbs immediately into the skin. Very easy to use, and you can use it as a standalone serum, which is what I'm doing at this very moment, but you can layer it under other more heavyweight serums as an essence. This is excellent. This is really good, and it sits wonderfully under the makeup. This is my second bottle, and I have a backup already because this kind of is used fairly quickly just because of the texture being so thin. Let's talk about nails. If you know my channel, you know that I am a fan of Project Polish and Project Pan, which means that I'm fairly limited in the kinds of polishes and the number of polishes that I'm using at any particular time, because I'm using things up. I buy things and mean to use them up completely. So I had picked between those two polishes basically the entire month, and I'm in love with both of them. I think they're fantastic, and I want to tell you about them. This one is an SC polish, and you can still easily find this. This is Chow Effect. This is a wonderful transitional polish from winter to spring, and I think if I have anything left over from it to the summer as well. At this point, after a month of use, it thickened up a little bit, and at this point it's definitely a one coater. It's a little bit, it's pretty pigmented, so you can't see, but I'm about here in terms of use, and I love the color. I think it's very flattering for my skin tone. So if you have neutral to cool undertones, this kind of a color, pay attention to that. This is a nice grayed out pastel that is going to look amazing for transitional seasons. And this is what I have on right now. And I have never been a fan of metallics, but that particular gunmetal taupey metallic shade is bomb, I think. I really enjoy it. I think it's very pretty. Unfortunately, they don't make it anymore. It's Formula X Wanderlust. But lots of other companies make very similar metallic shades. So if you aren't a fan of metallics, this could be your gateway drug into metallics. This kind of a shade, it's just so beautiful. I really enjoy it. I've been really liking it. Now to makeup. First in line is this particular primer. This is another Laura Geller product. As you can see, I have two Laura Geller products in this month's favorites. So Laura Geller has been killing it for me. I think I ordered both of these at the same time too. So this is Spackle Hydrating Moisturizing Under Makeup Primer by Laura Geller. And this is basically an equivalent to both Smashbox Primerizer, but a little bit more hydrating. And Hangover RX. Again, very similar. Maybe this one's a little bit more hydrating. And I like the other two, so this was right up my alley if you want an alternative to those two primers. And what they do is really, it's a moisturizing primer that acts as a base, and you can kind of replace it in place of a lightweight moisturizer as well. So it's a twofer. This is really good. So I don't think it's particularly special, and I enjoy, for instance, Hangover RX packaging more because it's a pump, and I always will pick a pump, but this is not too bad. This is a squeezy tube, so still quite comfortable to use. Thank God it's not in a stupid dropper or some pot format, I don't know. So this is really, really good. I will continue using it, and I do recommend it. It's a good product, but it's not super unique. Again, Primerizer from Smashbox and Hangover RX from Too Faced are very, very similar. A really nice budget find is this Physicians Formula the Healthy Lip Velvet Finish Liquid Lipstick from Physicians Formula. It's really interesting to me. I enjoy Physicians Formula a lot. I think they're one of the better drugstore brands, and I struggle to find really great products from the drugstore. I'm very, very picky with my products, so whenever I find something from the drugstore that I think is superior to anything else that I own, I have to talk about it, and this is one of those instances. This is in the color Fight Free Radicals. And not my favorite name, but the color is bomb. It's beautiful, neutral, right in the middle neutral red. It's very bright. It's a moussey whipped texture that lays nicely on the lips. It does dry down, but not completely. It's not completely transfer proof, but it's pretty close to it. It does wear down very gracefully throughout the day, and it is non-drying. It's not moisturizing. It's a matte lip, let's be honest. But if you know me, you know that I don't do well with matte lips, and they bother me, and they're uncomfortable, and I don't like them. And no liquid lipstick ever in the history of liquid lipsticks had satisfied me at being comfortable enough, except NYX matte lip creams. But those, they don't wear great, and they do smudge until they set. Anyway, this formula I found really good. Non-drying, not moisturizing, not drying, so I'm happy with that. It looks beautiful on the lips. It doesn't underline or highlight any flecks. It lays very smoothly across the lip. It's not patchy, it's full opacity. The applicator is nice and comfortable. It's one of those little lippy looking things. I think Lancome or maybe Dior started doing that first. So it's a 5-star liquid lipstick. I really like it. It's hard for me to say that another liquid lipstick tops this formula. This is really good formula, and the color is bomb. Check out this red if you're looking for a red. This neutral bright red, this will look fantastic on any skin tone. I think it's super universal. I believe it's very, very close, if not identical, to the liquid lipstick that Rihanna came out with, one of her red ones, or the red one, and it's that type of a color. It's just gonna look great on everybody. Another lip product that I have is this Guerlain lipstick in this Rouge Automatique in the color 160. It's in my project pan, and I'm so happy that it is because it's super, super comfy. This is moisturizing just like a lip balm. It feels like a lip balm. It doesn't travel around. It's sort of semi-sheer but buildable. You can really build up full opacity with this lipstick in a couple of passes, but you can also leave it as a semi-sheer lip color. And the color is really sort of my lips, but a little bit darker and redder for me. And I think this also is a very universal color that's going to look good on most skin tones. It's a mid-tone pinky coral. Very basic color, very comfortable to wear, and obviously the packaging is to die for. It's beautiful, one of the most beautiful sets of packaging that I've seen lipsticks come in general. I can't pass up mentioning my Inglot little palette. This doesn't matter where you're getting this from. It could be a Z palette or whatever else. Mine happens to be from Inglot, but get yourself a palette which you can put your own products in. This is called Freedom System palette. The size is small. I don't love huge palettes. I feel like I want to curate and edit my palette to the point where there are a couple of looks I can get out of it, but it's really easy. And this is what I ended up with so far. I'll show you the evolution of this palette because it has been evolving over the past couple months. I've gotten rid of a few Benefit box blushes because they weren't really suiting my skin tone. And right now I'm left with 3 Benefit box blushes here. We have the Hoola bronzer, which is okay for my skin tone. I think it's gonna be better in the summer. We have Bella Bamba and we have Dandelion. Those 3 are all right for my skin tone. And we have a few neutral shades of of shadows. This is a Stila shadow. This is an Inglot shadow. These I think are from the Balm, and a Sudevit little blush that I'm using as a blush, as a contour, and as a eyeshadow color as well. So I encourage you to play with your stuff. This is my color palette right now, and it works really well for my coloring. And of course, I can't not mention this guy because I've been using it a ton and it's all over my face right now. It's RMS Beauty Signature Set Pop Collection. Like, yeah, I've been using it a ton. This bronzer is amazing. It's my favorite bronzer of life. This highlight is amazing. I'll be buying it in full size. This balm is pretty good. It's not the best balm ever. And those pigments I'll be finishing up, but I'm not like insane about them. They're just good. They're good pigments, but they're not exceptional to the point where I'll be buying tons of them. But this is a fantastic palette. I like every single product in here. I love at least two of them, and I really like the pigments as well, but these two are fantastic. They're 5-star products for me. So I'll be finishing up this entire palette, and I've been reaching for it a ton. That's it for today. Let me know down below if you have any firm favorites that you would really like to share, because I'm always curious what other people had been loving and maybe take some suggestions. I've done so in the past. And that's it for today. See you guys later. Have a good day. Bye bye.